So the back squat, I'm probably going to show you the front squat from a side view again here in a sec. But we'll go over the back squat. Actually, you know what, let's just get the front squat out of the way. Just so you can see from a side view how straight down my hips are going. I'm not in my squat shoes and I have dorsiflexion issues also, meaning like I don't have enough range of motion at the ankle to stay on my heel, which is why squat shoes are really important for me, amongst other reasons. But so I might kind of not demonstrate this perfectly, but hopefully you can see it. The main thing I want you to see here though is the difference between how my hips go straight down in this squat, and then I'll show you the back squat right after, and you can see the difference between my hips. So you should be thinking about this when you approach a front squat. It's a completely different movement pattern. So anyway, put your grip, unrack it. Hopefully you can see. I'm gonna turn my toes way out. Catch that breath, squeeze the glutes, lock the abs in, then release the glutes, elbows up, and think knees out, hips straight down. So you can see my glutes stay almost underneath this bar. Now let me show you the back squat real quick. Without even explaining anything, I just want you to see the difference in my hips. So here's the back squat. You see how much further back my hips go? So anyway, that's what your hips should be doing in the front squat compared to the back squat. Sorry, I can't breathe again. It's so hot in here and I just finished the workout. Okay, so as far as the back squat goes, low bar, the way you figure out where to put the bar is if you feel your shoulder blade bone. So just find your trap muscle, and then on that trap muscle go all the way to the end of it where it connects up top right here, and then there should be like a bony area. If you find the outermost part of that bone where it kind of connects to the rear delt, you should be placing the bar right underneath that bone where it connects to that rear delt. So for me, let me get a little bit closer. For me, that is right here. You can probably actually still see chalk on my back from my workout earlier. That's where I place the bar. So right here on the rear delt, where that bone is. So just find that bone out there, and it's the outermost portion of it because it kind of arches. So you want to approach the bar. You want to get your back tight first. So I get my grip set wherever you like it, and that's very personal. It's going to take some time to play around with that. You're going to tighten your back like I do here. This seems kind of useless, I think, when I first show people, but once you get stronger, you'll realize why you want to do it. You want to create that shelf to place the bar on your back. Because with a low bar squat, you have to have your rear delts flexed out in order to keep this bar centered. So you're going to grab your grip, you're going to lean in and pull your shoulder blades together, then drop the elbows but keep those shoulder blades back and the rear delts flared. You're going to dip underneath the bar, place it where you like it on the rear delts, and you're going to lock it out and walk it back. Now here, same thing. The wider you stand, the harder it is to get to depth. So what I want you to focus on more than anything right now is getting to depth on both the front squat and the back squat. The front squats were a little high today. They're like almost there. But I think once you fix those issues we talked about, it'll get there. Back squats, I didn't see the videos obviously, but I have a feeling they're probably the same thing. So anyway, before you start this, get your heels again at about hip width apart. Maybe a little bit wider on the back squat, but not by much. And stand more narrow at first and widen them over time. And then get those toes way out because you lack that external range of motion, or I'm sorry, you lack that dorsiflexion on your ankle, which limits your external range of motion, which is why your hips are getting tight. The more you get those knees out, the less flexion there is at the hips, and the less tight they'll get in the hole. So get in about a hip width stance with the heels but toes out. Take a big breath, squeeze those glutes again, and lock in the abs. It's real important to do that before any kind of squat exercise. So squeeze the glutes, tighten the abs, then you release the glutes, but you keep the abs tight. So squeeze glutes, abs tight with that breath, release the glutes, and hips go back, knees out, and squat like that. I didn't hit depth there because it's hard to explain all this and do it at once. But anyway, hips back, knees out, and this is full depth right here. I hope you can see that on the screen. I'll try tilting the bar a little bit. Anyway, that's full depth there, and then you come back up. Hips back, knees out. Hips back, knees out, nice and slow. boom. So when you think front squat, knees out, way the hell out, even more so than a back squat, hips straight down. When you think back squat, knees out also, hips back. Especially for a low bar squat, hips back. You just want to try to keep that bar right over the center of your foot. And if you just bend the knees and you don't get those hips back, it's going to tilt forward. So hips back, knees out for a front squat, hips down, knees out. Just try to remember those differences. I hope all that made sense. Send me videos on the next squat / deadlift day. We'll see if it improves. Now we're talking about the weather. It is so hot here. It's literally 95 degrees in my garage right now. And I'm dying and it's sweaty, so I'm gonna go take a shower. I hope these videos helped. Mwah.